Hey everyone, my name is Kumo and this is my Patreon-powered reaction to the 26th and final episode of Azumanga Daioh. So, let's get into the episode. Let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Lou, la Lou. And we are finally on episode 26. Those 25 episodes really flew by, didn't they? Following these girls' adventure for 3 years, 3 school years. And although this has been a rewatch series technically, it's really not that different than if I had done a blind reaction to it because I did forget at least 80% of the stuff that happened. And most of the things I didn't forget are just the things that you really could never forget. Like Kimura-sensei being inside that cat costume. But yeah, last episode was pretty much exam time, where we got to see the various preparations for it, like studying, and then studying, making of various charms, praying at the temple, all that sort of stuff. And some people had more luck than others with their exams. Of course, I also had one of my favorite jokes in this series when Chio suggests that Osaka should be a teacher, and Yukari-sensei takes that as a subtle jab at her. Well, if Yukari-sensei can be a teacher, even an idiot like Osaka can be a teacher, is how she took it. And yeah, it's finally graduation time. And that bed is far too big for that cat. Yeah, it's the last day. That dog is so much bigger than the cat. Yep, a very happy yet very sad time. Yeah, because you kind of skipped grades ahead, so you didn't really have a middle school graduation, I don't think. She's gonna get bit by a cat one last time on her way to school. Because Maya's not with her to protect her now. Well, to be fair, it can be kind of difficult to know how a cat feels since they can't properly communicate with you. Sometimes they are surprisingly good at getting across their points. Like when they want to be fed. It could be a trap. Be careful. Some serious blushing. Yeah, of course. You gotta get one last bite in there. Wow. I brought the tissues. I know everyone's gonna cry. Oh. 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 Well, that's the difference. Are most tissues fairly expensive? What are you doing? I see. And my eyes are enormous, so I need a lot of them. That's rough. That whole eye drop thing almost made my eyes water a little bit. Those sneezes. They're so weird. How does it look fun in any way? 1,000 emotions, that's a title. And then everybody stops clapping. I was hoping that would happen. Unfortunately, it did not. I love you, Osaka. Oh, I don't know why that got me. Her sneezes weren't even that loud in the classroom, and yet they could somehow be heard in the auditorium. Is that a serious question? That implies it was working to begin with. As if Tomo wasn't enough of a headache causer. Naturally. Who else would it be? It would be funny if Tomo just really quickly put her hair in the twin tails and went up there. You're the only Chio that we know. And I started... Must you ruin everything, Tomo? Is that your purpose in life? But still, this is a really happy moment for Chio. That translation note was not completely necessary, but sure. If only we could do that for you, Tomo. I feel like Chio's the most emotional out of everyone. Though Yukari does seem to be tearing up there, surprisingly. Though it's really hard to tell because this is low quality video. Chio. Actually, I'm starting to get chills a little bit. Oh man, the waterworks really have started. This is her first time graduating from something after all. And those tissues really came in handy. Chio was pretty lucky to be standing next to Osaka. It almost got me to tear up a little bit. It got me close. sadness. Man, these titles. Are we gonna find out why she's sad? Because I'm sure it's not for the obvious reason. Because this is Yukari we're talking about. Wow, are you kidding me? Does she even have money in the thing? And Tomo, you're in no position to complain about anybody else ruining the mood. Are we really doing this? $1. It's a thought that counts. I got some lens. Oh, since you did lose money. As a side note. That should perk her up. And there we go. I was waiting for it. Meanwhile, in their classroom... Hopefully Yukari doesn't find out about this. Teasing her students. But mostly shared with Kaori. Exactly, that's the important thing here. Oh, so she did get some flowers. I'm a little bit surprised. She does like ruining the mood. Aw, Chio. Is she really gonna miss Yukari? She was so mean to her. You know, like that. You know, you could slap her hand away, Chio. She can't keep it attention or anything anymore. Yeah. Well, you can still hang out with them and stuff. We'll just be a little bit more busy. The idiot trio back there. Yeah, she's definitely gonna miss Akayu when they graduate. And could you remove some clothing first? She'd be willing to pay it too. Is this gonna be ruined somehow? Or several. This is important. You don't understand. She's kind of holding it like a weapon almost. Well, that would be stealing, so kind of. Oh. I didn't expect something that cheesy from her. But it is true. Oh yeah, the trip that Yomi couldn't go on because she was sick. I felt so bad for her. She has no confidence in you. That sounded so patronizing. I'm gonna put some Osaka juice in it. Yeah, exactly. Like what Chio did. Although I'm not sure how helpful Osaka juice would be. Hey, why haven't you guys left yet? She's so worried. Is it contaminated now? That is a really big bouquet. Yeah. Yeah. When you get into a habit of doing things, it's kind of hard to change. Yomi's exam. and they're and they're there for support, I guess. And for the trip, of course. So they really did plan it for the same day. Yeah, they were serious, I guess. As she said many times, she's going to pass. I wiped all of the Osaka juice out of it, though. Yeah, not again. I need some. I love those noises. I wouldn't believe her. Yeah, I told you not to believe her. Man, that's a roller coaster of emotions for her. Now go smack Tomo. But she might be too happy for that. Nope. Oh, maybe she's not. Thank you. It will. I guess I didn't invite Kaori to go with him. Yeah, graduating doesn't mean you'll never see each other again. Though I guess in Chio's case, she's gonna go abroad. You shouldn't walk with your eyes closed, Chio. Yeah, and that was the final episode. I do wonder where they all ended up. Like what they did for their lives. Sakaki mentioned being a veterinarian, so I assume she succeeded with that. Or maybe they all ended up in Raspberry Heaven. That's also a possibility. I kind of wish we would got to see them at Magical Land, though. Oh well. So that was the 26th and final episode of Azumanga Daioh. And this episode was pretty much they graduated. We got to see the whole ceremony and everything. And Osaka had her tissues, which definitely came in handy since out of everyone, I think Chio was the one that got the most emotional. Which is very understandable. Not only is this her first time experiencing a graduation, she's also the youngest, so those both play a big part in that. And she was standing like right next to Osaka, so definitely came in handy. Osaka brought them for allergies, and they were useful for that too, I suppose. And what's funny, seeing Osaka try to use the eye drops and everything, they're just like, what are you doing over there? But yeah, I've never been good at putting in eye drops. Good thing I've never really had to do that very much in my life, like maybe once or twice. Luckily, I don't have allergies. The episode. It was definitely a little bit sad, especially with Chio's reactions, like at the ceremony and when she was talking with Yukari-sensei in the classroom. We know before Yukari just plugged up her nose and tried to suffocate her to death. A very Yukari-sensei thing to do. But in spite of that, they did give her a big bouquet of flowers and show their appreciation for the 3 years that they've had together. Which also happened in Kurosawa's class, a bit more understandable there since Kurosawa was a better teacher in pretty much every regard, really. And Yomi did luckily pass the exam. Like, she saw her number was on there even though Tomo was messing with her. And she got Tomo back for that one, because she sent Yomi down a roller coaster of emotions there. And she was just so happy when she saw that number. I don't think I've ever seen her that happy in this series in all 26 episodes. And they really did plan the Magical Land trip on the same day as Yomi getting the results back. So that would have been really awkward if she failed. I guess it could have been a way to cheer her up if she failed, but I don't know. It depends on the person how that would really work out. So that was the final episode. And obviously this was a wonderful series. I have seen the series before, so I knew I was going to love it, so there's not really any surprise there. But it was just as enjoyable as the first time I watched it, for the most part. Not that I remember that much my first time watching it, because it was like 10 years ago, roughly, that I initially watched this series, which is why 80% of it felt new to me, because I forgot so much of it. So yeah, I hope this was enjoyable to watch, even though it was a rewatch. So let me know what you thought of the anime. What's that on my reaction in the comment section below? Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.